Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another episode of Life of Brian. Hope everyone is having a wonderful day out there. Just thought I would shoot kind of another ownership update on one of my cars, and I am in my 2017 Jaguar F-Type SVR. It's a lot of words, a lot of letters. I haven't done a video on this car for a minute, so I thought I would kind of give you guys just a quick update on how the car has been treating me, any issues. So I know I say this about many of my cars, but this is definitely one of the cars I wish I could drive more. But you know, just for logistics, logistical reasons, and not having a back seat, I'm not able to use it as much as some of my other vehicles, especially when I need to take the boys to school or pick them up for school or run errands. But this is definitely a car that I try to come up with a reason to drive as much as possible. I really like the interior in this car. Everything is just very well laid out, very high quality. You know, the leathers, the Alcantara, the contrast stitching, everything is just very, very nice in this car. It's a very, very nice place to be, and that's the one thing that I think Jaguars, of course, is the only Jaguar I've ever owned, but I think Jaguars, very much like Aston Martin, not Lotus, but you know, they're not McLaren prices, although there are some McLaren, you know, affordable entry models now. But the interiors are always very nice in these cars. The interior in my Aston is also very nice. My Aston's a 2009, and the interior in that car is still very, very nice. So that's one of the things that I enjoy most about getting into this car, because it's just a very, very nice place to be. The seats are comfortable. The leather smells really nice. It feels very high end. It feels like an expensive car. And yeah, it's just a very nice place to kind of sit and have a nice drive. And haven't had any maintenance issues, mechanical issues, knock on wood. I do have a recurring issue with my fuel cap, which occasionally triggers my check engine light. But I've definitely been able to confirm that it's something. It's not like a bigger issue. It's just basically, I think the cap is not sealing entirely, so there's a little bit of what do you call it, gas or air that's escaping. And when I put my OBD reader, hooked it up a while ago, that's basically what it says, like a very, very, very tiny leak. So not too much of a big deal. I'll get that addressed at some point. But other than that, guys, I haven't had any issues with the car. You know, no gremlins. I did have a battery issue at the very beginning, but kind of had that sorted out very early on when I got the car. And since then, it's been very reliable. Again, I don't drive it, so it's not my daily driver. I don't commute in this car. So I would say maybe I drive it once every couple of weeks, maybe. At least a few times a month for sure. But it's not a, as you guys can see, it's not a manual. It's one of my few cars that is not manual, but I really enjoy. The automatic is perfectly fine, and especially with the pops and bangs that you get out of this amazing exhaust. Once you're in a dynamic mode, you know, you don't really need, you forget that you don't have that third pedal. So that's another thing that's really fun about this car, is you just really kind of look forward to hearing that just obnoxious exhaust just going off in the back. Again, those pops and bangs. I shot another video of it, guys, that's on the channel, where I did a kind of more of the montage of the eargasms that you get from listening to this exhaust. And it's a little bit raining, it's a little wet right now, so I'm not gonna just act crazy driving this car. But yeah, the exhaust is just amazing. It's intoxicating to hear. And yeah, you know, you don't really see a lot of these cars out there. I mean, quite frankly, you don't see a lot of Jaguars on the road. there's a gentleman in my office building who has, I'm not sure what year it is. It's not an older Jaguar. I would just by looking at it, I would assume it's probably, you know, 5, 6, 7 years old. So it's not like a classic or anything. And I think it has a back seat. Again, I'm not very familiar with the Jaguar lineup, but I mean, it's a very nice car. I always look at it when I park my car and kind of give it a double, kind of a double take sort of deal. Jaguars are very nice. They're like, I mean, I think they were, if I'm not mistaken, they were owned. I don't think they are still owned, but at one point they were owned by, is it Ford that owned Aston Martin or Jaguar? I'm not sure, but I remember at some point Jaguar and Aston Martin were owned by the same owner, basically. So there were a lot of parts and design cues that were shared amongst the two brands. But I don't believe that's the case now. But from a visual aesthetic standpoint, they're always very, I think they're beautiful cars. They're not very loud, they're not obnoxious. They're very kind of simple, elegant designs, but you know, they still look very nice, and they definitely stand out on the road. I definitely notice whenever a Jaguar's passing me or next to me, and you don't see that many. I've probably seen maybe 3 or 4 F-Types since I've gotten my car. Yeah, maybe 3 or 4. So they're not everywhere on the road like BMWs or Mercedes, to be sure. But yeah, it's a really fun car to drive. Reliability has been spot on. Haven't had any issues. And yeah, I mean, don't plan on trading the car in or selling the car anytime soon. Again, I would like to drive the car more, but definitely don't have any plans on unloading the car, you know, in the next year or 2 or anything like that. So just wanted to give you guys a quick ownership update video on my 2017 Jaguar F-Type SVR. It's a little raining, like I said, it's a little raining and wet right now, so I'd give you guys some more of the exhaust notes, pops and bangs, but I don't want to kind of go too nuts in it right now. But hope you guys like the video. Give it a thumbs up, comment below, like, subscribe, please support the channel. Hope to catch you guys on the next video. Take care, bye-bye.